All right, I have to show you guys this. I decided to try a new variety of pea microgreens. They grow so much faster. Look at all that. Oh my goodness. All right, that's a lot, but they look amazing. And woo, here you go. I'll show you what we're gonna do with them. All right, awesome. First, let's remind ourselves why we are growing all these pea microgreens. They are easy to grow, they support our gut microbiome, and help reduce inflammation. Pea shoots are a great source of protein and fiber and full of brain-boosting nutrients. So this will be the first in our microgreens recipe series. Make sure to like and subscribe our channel for updates. Thank you. All right, let me show you just how big these are. Let me pull them out so you can have a look. All right, what are grow lights? So here they are. Haha, look at that, so healthy. These grew so fast. These are speckled peas, and this is the first time I've grown them. And you know what? I kind of like them. They're not a lot of tendrils. It looks super green, lots of leaves. And this grew really fast. It's actually got a head of me. I usually want to harvest more sooner, but let's make a whole lot of food with these. All right. All right, so these are the seeds, organic speckled pea sprouting from True Leaf Market. Those are the seeds that I grew this time. The easiest thing we can do is use our microgreens in salads. So let's just trim a little bit. Right, and here's our salad. I just picked it from the garden, and we have a mix of seasonal greens, so we have a lot of different types of arugula. This is a celery, you can tell the leaf here, parsley, and a large bed of flashy troutback lettuce. I can never resist this, I like the fish. And it's just a really pretty leaf. Here you go. It's a nice reminder to get out to the lake or stream every now and then. All right, and then we're gonna add our peas. Mix that in. And I'll add new different texture because a lot of those greens are, homegrown lettuces are a little soft and buttery, is what they like to say. All right, so there's that. And then I also have some homegrown onion greens. So let's go ahead and add that around the side. This is very green, so I always love to add edible flowers. These are from the garden also. So we have a calendula. It just adds a nice burst. The flavors are really mild on these, and I like them because it's beautiful and you do eat with your eyes. There are some nutrients in them, and the flavor is nice. It mixes up your standard salad. Kind of like a bitter, kind of like a little bite, which is nice. All right, and we have snapdragons, pink, very pretty. This already feels like extra special. There's a nice red one. Put that one in the middle. This is salad burnet. These are really tasty greens. They taste kind of like cucumber and celery, and they're really catches your taste buds, but also they smell really good. So as soon as they come out, your salad comes out with these, you notice it straight away. And Merlot leaf lettuce for color. A few more. Here's another beautiful heirloom lettuce. More salad burnet. Lunchbox bell pepper. All right, now that our bell peppers are in, let's go ahead and add our pansies. We have quite a few of these growing this year, and I'm so happy. It's just a delight. And they're kind of cool to add to basically any dish or plate as a side dish. As a side, like an accent on your plate. Lavender, so put that there. Another one. And I have aloe blooming outside. These are little tiny aloe. They're It would be like a nice little crunch. Sometimes they're sweet. Those on the side. All right. Well, that is how you treat yourself in your garden. There's nothing you could buy in a store like that. My go-to dressing for garden salads is a garlic vinaigrette. I'll put the recipe and the supplies in the description. A fresh garlic dressing makes the veggie flavors pop and it gives you the additional health benefits of the garlic. Another fast way to cook your pea microgreens is to saute them. I have garlic, red pepper flakes, and black pepper, fresh ground black pepper in the pan with a little olive oil. So I have tongs, you want to flip them around. They cook super fast, they just wilt down. If you like to cook them faster or lightly, another way you can serve your pea microgreens is just to wilt them. And I'm just gonna cover that real quick. This should only take like a minute, and this will like steam and cook without it all being sauteed. But what you can do is just take fresh cuttings of your pea microgreens and then place them on your plate, and then you can take something hot like a steak or grilled tofu, and that will just lightly wilt your pea microgreens. And that's a fast way to get your greens in your meal. And I do that with arugula a lot too. That's actually part of the reason why I grow so much arugula. All right, let's grab a plate. And it takes like a minute apparently. Awesome. And we're done. And it's always nice to salt. If you're going to use salt, to salt after you've cooked your meal. I'm trying to cut back on salt, so I'm going to use a seasoning salt that has a little less in there. So let's put this aside. Actually, let's put it here. All right. And a cool friend of mine sent me Outrage. That sounds so punk. All right. So let's just add a little bit of that. Oh, yeah. That smells good. I used it on eggs, and it was pretty tasty. So what is this? Outrage from Pinsy's. All right. Looks good. Looks very fresh. All right, let's get a close look. Nice. All right, let's go ahead, and I'll show you the next dish you can make. All right, this one is ramen. It seems almost like cheating because it's so easy. So I just finished cooking it. It's instant. This is rice ramen from Lotus Foods. I was really sick for a while, and it went from chronic to autoimmune, and now I'm allergic to wheat and dairy, which is a pain in the ass as an adult. Sorry, which is a pain in the butt as an adult. But there are lots of really good options now. All right, so I had some yellow chard in the garden, and I like to add greens to my ramen just to fill it out. And the stems and stuff I'll put in the bottom because that's going to take more of the wilt. So let's go ahead and pour that over the top. They're nice. They're nice noodles. Little portions, just to be so you're forewarned. And we're going to add our, here, ours right here. All right, that looks very pretty. And our stars, I've already cut these. I cut them into smaller pieces so they wilt well. I already have noodles. Let's just add those in. And I kind of like to leave some not wilted, because kind of like fresh crunch, and then some will wilt. All right, there we go. Let's circle in, pull some back out, and look how nice and bright green they get. All right. And how could we possibly have more microgreens left? Let's go see how many we have, and then we'll decide what we're going to do with the rest of them. All right, we're doing pretty good. We have actually quite a few still left. A little under half a tray. This is why I like doing big trays. And of course, you could just cut the top off, like right here, if you just wanted to make them shorter and just leave them to grow longer. You don't actually have to harvest them all right now. And ideally, you just harvest them as they're growing across. And I don't harvest them all the way down to the ground, or I'm sorry, to the soil. You can see here these little leaves. I have had pretty good luck with these, growing back and getting a second harvest. I use Fox Farm soil, so it has enough nutrients to go ahead and feed them for another round of greens, another harvest. So I'm gonna leave those. And after the second, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can't get another one, but in my experience, they're almost all tendrils. All right, let's go ahead and harvest the rest of these. All right. Boop, boop. All right, let's rinse these. Last step is juicing. So I have my apples ready, and our peas are green, are cut up and rinsed and ready to go. Let's see, we're just gonna stuff our greens in here. And I found that this juicer works best if you have something like you're making a green juice and you have a lot of greens, like collards, kale, parsley. Put those in first on the bottom, and then we're going to weight them down with our apples, and this will help the juicer run more efficiently. See here, yep. And we're also going to add lemon, and this will keep the apples from oxidizing, and that's what makes apples turn brown, is oxidizing, as well as the greens. It'll help preserve the juice in general a lot longer. It's like ascorbic acid, vitamin C. It works magic. All right, let's get ourselves set up. There we go, here it comes. Oh, nice. Now when I have a lot of greens, what I'll do is just, I juice them as they come into season and I have large harvests. And then I will drink what I can within 24 hours, and then I make batches of frozen ice cubes, and that way I can just blend juice later on, however I like, honestly. I'll just make them like batches like this, like all greens or like a green and apples. And then I can make whatever flavors, and that's worked really well. Let me show you. Here's a bag of cubes I made recently, and it's, let's see, parsley, kale, collards. You can see the little ice cubes. And I had quite a bit, so I had to make a few batches. And this is what that looks like in our ice cube tray. Okay, just one hand. And now that one's ready to go. What's that? Let's see. Looks like we're full. Okay. Boom. Wow, that looks so good. 2 cups of juice, not bad. All right, so I'm just gonna water these deeply. Help them recover from the trauma of being shorn. And then I'm just gonna throw them right back under the lights. Here we go. To see more ways to grow microgreens, check out our microgreen kit review video. I'll link it in the description. Happy growing!